Hi there, budget peeps. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a fabulous week. Can you believe we're in July already? Because I can't. Here we are today, and we're going to be doing our June closeout. Proud of myself today because doing these closeout videos is hard for me. I sort of forget what went on in the month, but having the book, the Money Mastery Budget Planner, has helped because I've been able to keep track each week as I've gone along, and that has helped me compile the end of the month closeout. So if you're struggling with the closeout video like I've been, maybe that might help. Anyway, let's get into it. Our income for the month of June was £3,215.53, and that is exactly what we had. Our expenses came to £2,215.72. Unbudgeted, we had £121.75, so we'll get into that later. Savings, it was a bit reduced from what we wanted it to be, but we did, as you saw in our count up video, save well over £1,000. In our actual, what do I call them? Savings funds on this sheet, we saved £868.64. The rest was built up in the money boxes, etc., from change and what have you out of our weekly spends. And at the end of the month, our bank balance was £9.42. I didn't realise that would still be in the bank, to be fair, otherwise that would have gone into Polly. So, but that's what was there. So I'm going to carry over that to next month. So as it was, Polly had a bit more than we were expecting anyway. So what happened this month was our mortgage went out exactly as expected at £355. Our endowment was £49.70, which was spot on, and our water rates £47.46, which is what we accounted for. Utilities, we were expecting £117.93, and it went out at £128.46. So a little bit more than we anticipated, £10.53 more. The utilities is gas, electric, broadband and telephone. So that's what that covers. TV licence exactly as expected, £13.25, and council tax was less than expected at £128, which gives us £4.82 extra to play with there. Groceries were spot on, £60 a week as we'd planned, and pet food was £20. Groceries, I have put an overspend in, which was a small overspend, which wasn't recovered from the safety net. I think that's that page done. Is ta-da. Let's turn over. Okay, let's go back to the top. Hope you can see this nicely. We still haven't found a life insurance policy for Stuart, so I've stopped sort of searching for a while, so I'm going to have to get back into that and get that sorted. Pets, £20 went into Magic and £15 went into the vet plan. Transport, my car insurance £24.75 and Stuart's was £36. Car tax £34.56 for Stuart and nothing for me, because my car's disabled classification. Fuel, we put the £50 a week, and caravan storage, so that came to 200, sorry, and caravan storage was £27 as expected. Our allowances were £20 a week, cover a 4-week month, that's £80 each, and stationery was £5 a week into Polly. My phone was £9.79, so it has gone up slightly, 79 pence, and Stu's phone was spot on at £10. We paid the loan again this month, £142, and I am ecstatic to realise that this loan has only got about £165 left to pay on it. So the next payment will go out at the beginning. Well, it was already gone out at the beginning of July. So what's the difference? 165. It's about £23 something left to pay on that loan. So I am absolutely ecstatic because we've been paying that back for 10 years. over £18,000 we've paid. So I will give you a debt-free update when we have our debt-free statement. So that should come through hopefully beginning of August, hopefully. HMRC, £30, that's due to finish in September. And our reserve loan is £165, which is due to finish in September as well. So it's a brilliant year for clearing these down. So happy days. We will not be able to benefit from all of this money, unfortunately, because we are refinancing our mortgage. We've come to the end of our mortgage term in September, and we have a shortfall on our mortgage of £29,000. So we're paying off our old mortgage completely, and we'll have a small mortgage over 5 years for that £29,000. So some of that money will probably have to be used towards the mortgage payments, but we'll see what happens and how much we've got left over. Whatever we've got left over will be redistributed into savings funds, or we might start a new savings fund for something, I don't know, but yeah, that's what we'll do. Cinema £17.50 as usual, and £8.99 on Amazon Prime. Laptop insurances, as expected, £4.79 and £4.99, as is TV insurance, £3.50. HP Ink, £3.99. I will amend it this month. I meant to amend it last month when I realised it had gone up by £1. And Microsoft is £5.99. Talking a bit slower still, I did have dental surgery yesterday and my face is quite swollen, having had 2 teeth removed at the back, so ouch. Yeah, so I think one of them was a wisdom tooth, but oh my God, yeah. I was in bed from 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, all afternoon until sort of 11 o'clock this morning. So yeah, feeling very sorry for myself. But hubby nursed me as always, and my lovely son took me to and from the dentist, so the dental surgeon. So that was really kind of him. Right, carrying on, healthcare. We put £20 into healthcare, which is less. We had to adjust our sinking funds because of our £120-something overspend, so that we didn't go into our overdraft, which I didn't want to do. So £20 instead of 30. 5 was the right amount for the home emergency. 15 was correct for home insurance. 35 instead of 38 for home maintenance. 10 instead of 15 for clothes and shoes. 20 was right for giving. 10 instead of 25 for car tax. 10 instead of 25 for car insurance. 15 instead of 20 for car and wheelchair servicing. 15 instead of 35 for car maintenance. 15 instead of 20 for car breakdown cover, and 5 instead of 20 for pamper. So we had to reduce those quite a bit in some cases. Date nights had 15 instead of 30. Puppy had 5. Tech fund had 5 instead of 10. Christmas still had 30. Christmas food had 15 instead of 20. Birthday envelope still had 25, and birthday still had 20. We did put £150 into our emergency fund, and we put £100 into paying back the sinking funds for the repairs on our minibus called Luna. We still stuffed £200 with what we call Save the Raise into our cruise fund. We stuffed money into our wheelchair adapted vehicle Save the Raise that we're trying to save for. It's our 2024 savings, so we put £167.50 and £28 into that, and we also put our first £50 into Nifty 50, all of which is saving up for my disability car. So that's what I'm saving for. We had nothing go into our £5 savings challenge, saving up for a new door. We wanted to put £25 in, but unfortunately that didn't happen. End of the month Pippa had £18.14, and I did find £1 from it had fallen out from one of the other sinking funds, so I'm not counting that extra £1 because it wasn't part of this month's money. It was an extra £1. Dare to Dream had 30, if I remember rightly, and Royal Flush had 15. Financial Safety Net had £25, and the Iona cruise to Germany had 85, so making that £285 into the cruise altogether. So what were our overspends? Where did we go wrong? Well, my mum went into hospital and I went to visit her and stay with her while she was in A&E, and we had to pay for hospital parking twice, which came to £7.50. While I was in A&E, we got mum and me some food, and we're looking at 3 days of hospital food. So that meal deals, whatever, gave my sister-in-law £20 because she ran out to Tesco to get us some food. So all in all, it come to £42.40 food while I was at the hospital. So that is... it was unavoidable. It had to be done because I was having breakfast, dinner and tea there. So for 3 days. So that's what it was. Extra fuel running up and down to the hospital and running around came to £50 and 2p. Eating out, we took a £20 note to a meal for Father's Day and it came to £21.44. So there's an extra £1.44 there. Groceries, the 1 week we spent 60 something odd pounds and we were £3.64 over, so that's gone into there because I hadn't stuffed the safety net at that point, so I couldn't take it out of the safety net. Hubby had to have a new photograph for his license, for his driving license, so that came to £10. And he was also poorly during the month and spent £6.75 on some medication. I think it was Lemsip or something he bought. So yeah, quite expensive. But yeah, that's where the money went this month, which gave us our £121.75 overspend. So I got some in my mouth, sorry. So all in all, I'm really happy in the fact that we had all that go on this month and we still managed to stay in budget. So even though I say in budget, we didn't go into our overdraft, we are still, we didn't stuff the £950 that we had planned here, but we did stuff £868.64. And if I go back to, let me just pull it out, our savings total for June, by the end of June, we had saved in total, £1,036.34p. So I am so happy that we achieved that this month with everything that we got going on. So yeah, happy days. And I'm so pleased with myself for doing a closeout video. And so I hate doing these videos because it's about going back over everything and trying to remember what happened and where did we spend that and where did that go, and writing it down every week in this book has really, really helped me. So if you're struggling like me to do these closeout videos, I highly recommend writing it down every week. So, you know, then you can, oh yeah, that happened and this happened. So there you go. That is our totals for June. I'll end the video there. I hope you come back and watch our plan with me for July, when we'll go through all the money we've got coming in July and where we're going to allocate it to. So until then, I will say ciao for now.